Recording. Here we go. SFML, if I run this, it should give me a green circle on the screen. There you go. Correct? Okay. Green circle on the screen. Looks fine. I'm going to delete that green circle on the screen. And I'm going to find a picture on the web that I want to put on my screen. And then I'll shrink it or do whatever I need to do to get it looking cool on the screen. And I'm going to maybe move it around with the keyboard as well. So pick a character from a video game or something like that. Anything you want. Okay. And then after you type the name, of the sprite or the picture you want to put on, write the word sprite. And in sprite, what it means in video games, it means like a video game picture of what you want to put on the screen. Some just kind of small, simple picture. So I'm going to grab this Yoshi. Look at this one. That one looks really strange. I'm going to do that one because it looks, it's too blurry. Why don't I grab this one? I like this one. Okay. So, and that's, mine's got a decent size too. It's 330 by 380. So, I'm going to save that image. And I'm going to save it in the folder where my game is saved, or my project. So for me, that is called Sprites. That's important that you have the picture saved in the folder where your program is running. I'm going to call him Yoshi. I'm going to give it a simple name as well. Okay. So, here is how I get that picture onto my screen. Okay? In computer coding, oftentimes pictures on the screen are known as textures. What it's going to do is basically save this picture into the memory of my video card. So I make a variable type called texture, and then I write t1.load from file. And I give it the name of my file. Yoshi.png was my name. Okay. If I run that, it won't do anything, but it will give me an error if it can't find that picture. So I need to make sure that that picture is saved in the folder of my project I'm working on. I didn't get any errors, but if I spell it wrong, it will. It should give me an error that says I can't find that picture. Okay. So I've saved the Yoshi picture. Hopefully you know how to save pictures by now. I've saved him in the project I'm working on. There it is right there, Yoshi. Cool. Okay. There it is. Come on. Work, Yoshi, work. There he is. Okay. So, now what I got to do to draw it on the screen is I have to make something called a sprite. I'll just call it the name S1. And then I need to set the sprite, needs to have a texture set to it. So there's two steps. Load the picture from memory into a texture, and then create a sprite and set the texture onto the sprite. Don't ask me why there's two steps, it's just the way they do it. And then from there I can draw S1 and it will draw Yoshi on the screen. So let me put a draw command for S1. Window.draw S1. That should put it on the screen. Hey! Okay, but we could see some problems with that, so we'll deal with them in a minute. But try to get a picture on your screen working, okay? And I'll give you a few minutes to do that. There's not too many lines. Couple tips about pictures. One thing is, this looks bad because the blue background, right? So I want to delete that background. If I do it in Paint, it won't delete it. I really can only do it on the school's computers through Photoshop. So find your picture. So go back to your folder where your project is. Right click on your picture and say open with. It's down here. And then it's Photoshop Elements. That's the one. There's some online editors. You could probably delete the background too.
I know how to use Photoshop.
Yeah, Photoshop's not bad. I find the PNG files are the easiest to work with. I think those are the ones that let you have a clear background. So that's the first thing I want to do is actually get a clear background so that the blue doesn't show up behind the Yoshi. So I'm going to run that. So there's my picture there. And the way I delete the background is I always just click on this magic wand tool and I click on the one color and it highlights it all and then I just delete it. Now you can see that it didn't delete the background. It actually made it just white. So what you have to do is double click on this lock and hit OK. Once you do that and delete, then it goes away. Not really sure why that works that way, but I'm going to delete the background of that guy. Okay. And now I know that he's got a clear background. I might even shrink him a little bit. So I'm going to go image resize, and I'll say image size. 330 by 380 is a little bit big for what I want to do, so I'm just going to say 100 here. And then it'll do 115. So that's kind of how big he'll be on the screen. Hit File, Save, and you're good to go. Okay, just hit OK, overwrite it. Yep. Yep. Now when I run my program, the Yoshi should have a clear background and be a little smaller. There he is. Cool, eh? You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is worth it to delete the background. So let's get him to move now. Okay, so do that. Try to get your background erased there. Again, it's just go into your... You might have to save it as a PNG if it's a JPEG too. So if mine was a JPEG, I would go File, Save, and under Format, I would do PNG. And then delete the background. JPEGs won't have clear backgrounds in SFML, but PNGs will. Okay. So we can move them around the screen now. Let's do it. The way I'm going to do that is with a keyboard command. You simply type if, and then you write the word keyboard, ::. There's only one command that works as a function in there. It's called isKeyPressed. And then in brackets, you write keyboard again. And then you write : and you pick the letter or number you want to press. You can see them all on the list. I'm going to do the letter D. And in here, if that happens, I'm going to go s1.move. The move command will make the sprite move to the left and right, depending on how many pixels. So I'm going to say 10 to the right and 0 up or down. Now, if I press the letter D, hopefully my Yoshi should move to the right. Woo! Wow. Cool, eh? I'm just going to copy and paste this for the letter A, but move him -10.
Oh, it's working. Oh, it's gone now.
Oh.
So you just want us to copy this for all WASD?
Yep. And then I'm going to do -10. Now, here's something I could do. Okay, so A moves him back now. Okay. You can see him moving, but let's say I want to switch him to turn to the left. I could just go s1.setScale, and you could put -1 in the X and 1 in the Y, so the Y scale doesn't change, but X gets flipped. Flips X. Watch this. Now he should turn in the other direction. But he doesn't go back, unfortunately. So I could set scale here to 1, I guess. WAD.setScale. WAD, WAD or something. Let's see if he does it. We need that music there. It's like diddle 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 doo 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 Diddle 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 diddle. I'll get it. Hold on. Got it. I know what game I'm playing tonight. So that's everything there.